Boleh dicek dulu mikrofonnya masing-masing. Apakah bekerja dengan baik? Khawatirnya nanti saat ada sesi praktik atau ada mengajukan pertanyaan, mikrofonnya tidak bekerja dengan baik. Ya. Mr. Sham, this is 21 audience joining. Maybe some of them join by YouTube channel. It's okay, we can start?
I can start? Okay, can.
Okay.
I'll share.
Okay, let me open the first the seminar. Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Nice to see you again in this opportunity of seminar. This is the 8th serial, yeah, in Skilful Moslem seminar. And in this opportunity, we take topic of fun English. Jadi di kesempatan kali ini kita ambil topik yang mungkin sedikit berbeda dari yang biasanya. Ya, kita ambil topik terkait fun English gitu. How are you doing, everyone? Everything good?
Hello, everybody. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, we can hear you, Mr. Sham.
All right.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, my name is Sham. I'm just doing a short presentation. But then I'm doing a short presentation on fun English. Huh? All right. I don't know whether the video will work, but let me try. Huh? Okay, first I'm going to talk about why study English. Okay, there are some reasons why we need to do English, because it's a global language. I mean, it's quite a lot of people, about 70% of the world uses this language. Okay, studying English can also help you get a job overseas. Indonesia, probably you don't even need English, right? Bahasa Indonesia can get a job. Okay, but if you want to work overseas, most of the country you need English.
Correct.
Because most of the country uses English, learning English can help you meet new people, right? So you can meet a lot of new people by learning English. If you're doing science, there are a lot of science papers written in English, right? So, and they're quite advanced. So you can translate it back to Indonesia, but English is a predominant language. It's also the predominant language of media. That means all the Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok all uses English mainly, yeah? Right? Internet uses English. Traveling is a lot easier with English. Okay, so if you come to Singapore, if you know English, it's very easy, right? So if you go to all over Europe, America, okay, English is the main language. Right, English is one of the most important language for business. When you grow up, right, you're doing business, right? One of the most important language is English. Right, you can study all over the world. Okay, also using English, and give access to different culture. Like you can learn more about Western people and their culture, also using English. All right, I have a video here, but I don't know whether it will have sound or not. I think it's not playing at all. Okay. Fox was out walking when he saw a hare on a high branch. Way up there. Fox licked his chops and set his sight on it. But before he could get there, a crow was approached. Eyed the hare. She looked at him and took her shine. Now foxes are clever.
Sorry, sir. The voice we can hear clearly. Maybe the volume we can increase.
Okay. So as we move on, you have seen the story, right? So how can you change the story you just saw? This is some ways to improve your English. I think all of you are into YouTube, TikTok, and all that, right? So this is a very common story, Wolf and the Crow. Okay, one way you can do is change the story. For example, just now the crow lost the pear, right? So you can change the story to the crow being clever, put the pear at the side of the tree and started singing, right? So the fox still didn't get the pear, and then after singing, the crow went to eat the pear. So you can change the story, right? You can write in your Bahasa Indonesia and English, and then you make a YouTube video or TikTok, right? Those are fun ways to learn English. Just upload it. And as you make more videos, you become more confident. What are the challenges? What difficulties do you face? I think a lot of us fear making mistakes. I think that's a big problem. And that's why we don't want to do it. But mistake is a way to learn, right? Okay, so think of mistake as, wow, that is a mistake. Now I won't do it again. Learn from mistake. It's not embarrassing. Learn from mistake. Okay? And your problems can be in many parts because English has its own grammar, vocab, pronunciation, and the usage. So as you practice more and more, you'll be familiar with all this, right? So Malay, Indonesia, in fact, even the Tamil language that I know is very different from English. We do the opposite way, right? So if you convert Malay to English, it will seem very, very difficult, very different.
Okay. But answer, let me confirm to the audience. Do they understand what you explained just now?
They don't understand.
Let me confirm before. Oke, teman-teman gimana tadi dari penjelasan singkat yang sudah disampaikan oleh Mr. Syam? Kira-kira kakak-kakak atau abang-abang sudah mendapatkan poinnya dari, maybe we can see the previous slides, Mr.
Next you, okay.
Previous slides from the first to
First one.
From the reason, dari alasan kenapa kita harus belajar English, kira-kira dari abang-abang kakak-kakak sudah dapat poinnya? Yang belum boleh tunjukkan raise hand. You can use raise hand icon. Maybe we can discuss here, or maybe I will choose one of you. Miss Adha, Bang Adha. What is the first reason we should learn English? Kenapa kita harus belajar English, Bang Adha? Berdasarkan slide ini. Bang Adha? Okay. Oh, there is someone who raised hand. Permata Cinta. Oke, Kak Tata.
Ya, Pak.
Okay. Can you explain what is the first reason why we should learn English?
Because English is a global language.
Okay, you get the point? Tahu maksudnya ya, dapat poinnya di situ?
Iya, Pak.
Okay. Next, I'll ask to Zaki. Still here, Zaki, Pak Holil?
Ya, Pak.
Okay. What is the second reason, Zaki, we should learn English? Alasannya yang kedua, kenapa kita harus belajar bahasa Inggris, Zaki?
Karena bahasa internasional, Pak.
Ini berdasarkan slide-nya. Zaki jangan. Yang
oh,
nomor
iya,
2.
Pak, sabar, Pak. Oh, nomor 2 ya, Pak. Apa nih arti, Pak? Apa, Pak? Artinya apa? Saya nggak tahu.
Okay. That's why, Mr. Syam, I have to confirm the audience because what you just explained just now, maybe they don't get the point.
Okay,
we
so
should confirm one by one from the explanation. Okay, the first reason is a global language, like Tata said, tadi sudah dibilang oleh Tata, kalau alasannya pertama adalah bahasa Inggris adalah bahasa global. Yang kedua tadi Bang Zaki belum bisa menjawab. Mungkin ada yang bisa membantu teman-teman yang lain? One of you? Studying English can help you get a job. Others, jangan Kak Tata lagi. Boleh yang lain? Kita sambil praktek, Kak. Ya, jangan takut salah. Tadi seperti dikatakan Mr. Syam, kita belajar dari kesalahan ini. We learn through mistake.
Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Okay,
don't be afraid to making mistake, right? Okay. Akias. What is the second reason, Akias? We should learn English.
Tak ngerti, Pak.
Tak ngerti. Oke, coba baca Akyas. Yang nomor 2 itu apa? You can read. Studying English.
Studying English can help you get a job.
Okay, can help you get a job. Do you know job?
Kerjaan, Pak.
Oke. Jadi bisa membantu untuk mendapatkan pekerjaan ya. Bahkan bukan hanya di nasional tapi juga internasional. Oke, next. Kak Khairani Fahri. What is the third reason we should learn English according to this slide? Kak Khairani Fahri. Okay, we move to Faiga, Bang Faiga. What is the third reason, Bang Faiga?
Learning English can help you meet new people.
Okay, what does it mean? Maksudnya apa itu, Bang?
Belajar bahasa Inggris bisa membantu kita bertemu dengan orang dari negara lain.
Oke, orang-orang baru dari negara, even itu dari negara lain. Oke, thank you. Okay, we can continue, Mr. Shams, to your explanations just now after video.
After the video.
Okay. After your explanation, maybe we can come back to confirm, do they understand or not? Okay.
Wait.
Yes, please, Mr. Sham.
Okay, wait, went to the video again.
Okay. Okay, here a challenge, Mr. Sham, to the audience.
He keeps going to the video.
Oh, there is a video. You're still waiting. Get prepared, everyone. I will ask you one by one. Get focused to the explanation of Mr. Sham.
Okay.
You can prepare your questions. Maybe there is some question or some tips you can ask to the Mr. Shams. I will give you some time.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody can try to say what this word, say loud. Anybody know? This is a tricky word. That's why I put here.
Tricky word.
These three words. It's okay to make mistake. I'm not going to laugh at you because some until about 8-9 years ago, the first word I didn't know how to pronounce also. I pronounced wrongly.
Okay. Maybe you can ask from the audience.
Yeah. Anybody want to try?
Anybody want to try? Just raise
It's
your
okay
hand.
to make mistake. Don't worry. It's okay.
We will not find you. It's okay. We count till 3. 1, 2, 3.
Anybody want to try?
Okay. We'll
Okay,
choose.
I'll show you what is the pronunciation.
No. Maybe we just one of them. Mr.
Okay.
Sham, sorry, Jan. Lila Fatia. Okay, you can activate your microphone and just try to say it. Pronounce the 3 words.
Apa, Pak?
Sebutin cara pengucapan dari 3 kata ini gimana, Kak? Menurut Kakak? Nggak apa-apa, salah nggak apa-apa. It's okay. Kita belajar, Kak. The first one, yang paling atas apa, Kak?
Flower.
Flower. Okay. Middle one, yang di tengah.
6.
Okay, I hear voice Kak Echa.
Oh,
Yang di tengah apa Kak? Second one.
Zoom saya error, Pak.
But we can hear you.
Oh, ini it's stuck.
Yes, okay, we move the other. Kak Dinda Kaisa.
Ya, Pak.
Okay, how do you pronounce the word in the middle?
6.
6. Okay, the last one. Bang Gibran. How do you pronounce
Ya, Pak.
last word?
Last word ya.
Yeah,
Colonel.
Colonel. Okay, that's all, Mr. Shah.
All right, yeah. Good attempt, huh? Many of you. You know, the first word I didn't know to pronounce even after graduating from university. Huh?
Oh
I
yeah.
pronounced wrongly until recently. Okay, the first word. It's not moving. The first word is pronounced as flower, like bunga, flower.
Like bunga. Okay.
Ah. But this one, flour is the the powder rice flour.
Flower.
We normally say as flour, but the correct pronunciation is flower.
Flower. Flower.
Flower. So the U become like drag, W-E-R.
Okay.
Okay.
Flower.
This one, the second word, the TH become S. So it becomes six. Not sixth. It doesn't become sixth. It's six.
6.
Okay. So these are some tricks with the English language. The last one is a French word actually. So it has an R inside now. So it becomes kernel. Kurnel. Kernel.
Colonel.
This is a rank, officer rank. Kernel. Very high rank.
Okay.
Okay, so let me stop share and go to the next slide. It's not moving, so I have to go slide by side. Okay.
Have you seen the first floor? It's flooded completely. Our first floor is flooded. Really? Yeah, most you your whole feet will stay under the bridge. The floor is wet, your stuff will be out. The floor is wet, your whole feet will be wet. Yeah, our house is flooded, Mom. The first floor is flooded.
Okay, wait, don't talk. I'm on that thing. Okay, where to go? This is my last slide.
The last slide.
Okay. So, although English is good, my advice to you is focus on your mother tongue, your Bahasa Indonesia. Because learning your mother tongue brings along with it your own culture. You have your own culture. So you must learn your mother tongue first. And you must read your Bahasa Indonesia books. So you must be very good in mother tongue. I'm sure all of you are very good. Then you focus on English. You want to focus on English because you want to learn about the culture of the Western people. You want to interact and communicate with the rest of the world. And then most importantly, I think you want to teach others about Indonesian culture, right? Because every time I visit Indonesia, I learn so many new things, and I love the culture. There's so many things I can learn from Indonesia. So I think one of the beauties, you can use English to let others know more about your own culture, right? Okay, I think that's about it. So basically, I'm addressing the question on why, where, what, how on English.
On English. Okay.
Okay, I stop share. And do you all have any questions?
Okay, everyone. Before it, just from the beginning, I forgot to introduce the special guest speaker today. Okay, this is Mr. Sham. We can call him Mr. Sham. Yeah, he's a Singaporean, stay in Singapore, and he is a teacher, science teacher, specifically in science teacher. And now he is teaching is in Bukit Batok Secondary School.
Hmm.
Okay, and he has been teaching for 26 years.
Yeah, about 26 years now.
1996. It's so long time. It's yeah, so many experience you can take from him actually. That's why the audience don't miss this opportunity. This is a special moment actually, not only for you, for me, because the speaker is come from the long way. I said this is a long way, Singapore from Tanjung Pinang. Maybe it just take 1 hour or 55 minutes by boat. But until now, I've never been there. Inshallah, after this, next somehow I can visit Singapore.
Yeah, hopefully y'all can come over. I wanted y'all to come over.
Amin. Yeah. Okay, maybe this is the short introduction that I forgot to tell you before. And then now it's time to discuss. Maybe from some of you have any question, any topic you want to discuss about English. Maybe you feel hard or feel difficulties how to learn English. And you can share here. Don't to be shy. Jangan ragu Kak ya, jangan malu, jangan. Ini kita ketemu dengan bisa dikatakan native juga begitu karena Singapore use English as second language, right? Jadi di Singapura itu bahasa Inggris itu bahasa kedua, beda dengan di negara kita yang menggunakan bahasa Inggris sebagai foreign language, sebagai bahasa asing. Oke, tadi Kak Eca angkat tangan. Yeah, do you have any question, Kak?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. The other one maybe from male students, dari yang laki-laki, dari yang putra mungkin, Bang Gibran, Bang Faiga, who feel hard to learn English. Okay, Kak Ica, you raise again. Okay.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
There's some words I can't pronounce and some words that I can't spell.
Okay. So what is the question? Maybe you ask the tips how to memorize vocabularies or something.
I think.
Okay, maybe you can give some tips, Mr. Shams, how to memorize new vocabularies easily.
I think you're like the internet revolution, right? So pronounce is easy. So you just go to Google Translator, type in the word. The Google Translator will give you the pronunciation. So easy, very easy now.
Very easy.
Okay, pronunciation is easy. Spelling, yeah, spelling might be difficult. Again, you can use, if you use your laptop, just open Microsoft Word, the word, you just type the letter, the correct spelling will come. Okay, so if you have wrong spelling, the Microsoft Word will highlight for you, and then they give you suggestions for the spelling. So actually you can use digital technology to help you learn.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kak Echa. Other question maybe from different grades? Okay, for the information, Mr. Shams, the audience is coming from 7 to 9 graders in
Okay.
junior high school.
Okay.
Actually, in Indonesia, we have learned English more than 6 years, but actually, it commonly happen in Indonesia when they graduate from maybe college, they still face difficulties to communicate with English actively.
Yeah.
Maybe you can share the tips how we can practice in a country with English is a foreign language, not in second language like in Singapore.
Yeah, I understand. I think I started with the same problem, because when I came to Singapore, actually I studied in India for 3-4 years. Then I came over.
Okay.
Then I had to start English. English totally I don't know. Then I started. So at my time we don't have YouTube, phone. So it's just reading books. So I improved by reading books.
Okay.
Reading newspaper.
Reading.
So a lot of reading. So you got to read. Then highlight the words that you don't know when you read a book, and then go and find in the dictionary. Right? In fact, now the phone can help you find. Just highlight the word, then the phone can help you find the meaning of the word.
Okay.
Okay. So that's how you build up your vocabulary, and then you know how to construct the sentence. After reading, what you can do is maybe write a short paragraph on what is the story about. So don't just stop at reading. After reading, write a short summary of the paragraph. What is the story about? It will help you improve your language also.
Okay.
Yeah. Nowadays, you got a lot of things like YouTube. The story I show you in YouTube, right? You can put on the subtitles, turn on the subtitles in the YouTube, then the English words will come there. All right, you can pause, write down, and then read the thing aloud. So the pronunciation in the YouTube and your own pronunciation you can check, because YouTube already have the live pronunciation. Okay, so you can use the YouTube to help you learn. Yeah, so these are some ways.
Okay, thank you. But if more complicated, if based on your opinion, sir, in Indonesia, when we start learning English, we start by study grammar.
Yeah.
Like simple present, past, and their friends, like that. But based on you, if you want to be a good English, even English learner or English speaker, which one we better to start maybe from vocabularies or grammar or speaking, practicing?
I think vocabulary is very important.
Vocabulary.
So the more words that you learn, the better you can express, you can write. Grammar is important also, but once you get the habit of writing, I think it will naturally come in.
Okay.
But the complex sentences, if you really want to be very good in English, of course, grammar is very important. I wouldn't say my grammar is that good. In fact, in Singapore, we have taken a lot of grammar out of English education. We don't teach basic grammar skills. So we only teach composition writing, comprehension writing, and then grammar comes along the way.
Okay. So there is no specific subject grammar like that one?
Yeah, no, we don't teach grammar specifically.
Oh my God.
So as you write, you make mistake, you learn from there.
Okay. That's the correction from you to our methods in teaching English in this country, because from elementary school we start by learning English by studying some formula in simple present, simple past, and their friends. It makes us so confused. And then
actually that's a correct way to learn, but it's quite boring.
Yeah.
Write the essay and composition, learn faster.
Okay, thank you. Okay, this is from Akyas. Okay, please, Akyas, you want to chat in column or you'll express directly? Boleh diaktifkan mikrofonnya ke Akyas? Bang Akyas.
Ya, Pak.
Iya. Silakan, Bang.
Permission to ask Mr. Sham, what is your motivation to learn English?
Okay.
My motivation, I got no choice because Singapore, most of us speak English. That's our first language. Then our second language is our mother tongue. So most of us, we communicate, by the old days, we communicate mainly in Malay because that's our national language. So if I go to market to buy things, I need to know Malay. So I'll order and something and pay, and the hawker will talk to me in Malay, how much it is. You say, berapa, RM1, RM2, that kind of things. 1 kilo, 2 kilo. So I need to know Malay. But then slowly with education, a lot of people started using English. So now you see all of us here just mainly use English. So my motivation to learn is I need to learn how to talk and to write well. And that's my primary motive. In fact, I had difficulty because I studied in India, then come to Singapore and joined primary 4. And that was difficult.
That was difficult.
Very, very difficult because I only learned the Indian language.
Yeah.
I was in Singapore first in kindergarten. Then we decided to go India. I studied in India 3 years. Then my father decided to bring us all back. So we came back. So I joined back in primary 4.
Primary 4.
Which is a big gap already at the time. So no choice, I struggle. Read a lot of books, learn to speak, write.
Okay, Bang Akyas, you get the point?
Ya, Pak.
Okay. Jadi itu tadi pertanyaan dari Bang Akyas bagus ya. Jadi motivasi dari Mr. Syam ini ternyata ya memang nggak ada pilihan gitu. Dia tinggal di satu daerah yang mengharuskan umumnya menggunakan bahasa Inggris. Jadi mau tak mau mereka harus mempelajari bahasa itu. Mungkin kalau dalam kondisi kita sekarang kita tinggal di Indonesia, kita sekarang berada mungkin di luar negeri yang berbahasa asing, mau tak mau kita juga harus belajar gitu ya. Okay?
Ya, Pak.
There is another question from Tata. If I'm not mistaken, Tata. Okay, please.
Mr. Shams, I want to ask how to make it easier to speak English.
How to make it, okay. Any language, the more you use, the better you become. So you got to keep using it. That means, let's say you plan to read a book 1 hour every day, and then you talk for 20 minutes with your friend. Okay, talk only in English, don't use any Indonesian words. So, or maybe at first you can use some bahasa words, and then slowly as you improve, replace the bahasa with English, okay? So the more you use, the better it becomes. So it comes with use. If you don't use, you'll forget. It's how our brain works. The more you use, the more connected the brain nerves are.
Okay. How, Kak Tata?
Okay, Mister. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. That's become the quotes of the day. The more you use, the better it become. Oke ya. Jadi dari bahasa apapun, bukan hanya bahasa Inggris, kakak atau abang mau mempelajari bahasa asing yang lain, entah itu bahasa Arab atau bahasa Malay tadi yang dikatakan oleh Mr. Sham. You come from India. It's difficult to learn new language, but this is not impossible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can say like that. Okay.
In fact, one of the secret is to think in the language. Because often for me, let's say I'm good in the Indian language.
Yeah.
So initially what I do is I think in the Indian language and then I translate to English because that's my familiar language. But if you can be expert, then you think in the English and you speak in English. That's where you become expert.
Seeing in our target language. Okay, that's good. Yeah. This may be some case that commonly happen in Indonesia. Just like you said, if you want to improve our English, even speaking or another skills, we have to practice it more. Jadi, yeah. Okay, we have to practice it, use it in practice. But some people here who don't like English, maybe they almost say, why you should learn English? They say, if you learn English, it means you don't love your first language, like bahasa Indonesia in this context. Or more extremely, some people who have a good ability in English, sometimes they're bullying us who make mistake in English. Maybe some word door, we become dur, you can say. Or student, we say become student, or another word, like that word. If we make mistake, some people who has a good ability in English, they bullying us, they criticize us in bad way. This will disturb our English learning process, and this commonly happen in our society in Indonesia. And you, as Indian, and learn a new language in Singapore, how you can find a case like this one, and it's happening in your learning process of English. How do you deal with that problem, sir? To motivate yourself to overcome the problems.
I think in Singapore, the context is basically we all need to learn English. So the motivation is without English, you cannot survive. So at least you need to know to speak. Even though you cannot write, it's okay, but you need to speak. So no choice, have to learn. Our old people, really old people, are those above 60 years old. Only some of them know to speak English very well. They still speak a lot of Chinese and Malay. But the younger people, those less than 50 years, all those people all can speak English very well because that's our working language. When we go to work, we speak in English. Our school, we teach all our subject in English. Then there's mother tongue, of course, because we don't want to lose our roots. That's why I say mother tongue is very important because that is where our culture is, who we are. So we don't want to lose our culture. So we need to know who we are. So don't just be focused on English too much, but we must know our mother tongue. And mother tongue must be very good as well. Right? We need to have a very good understanding.
Okay, thank you, sir. Jadi teman-teman tadi yang Bapak diskusikan dengan Mr. Syam, salah satunya ialah kita sering jumpai dalam keseharian kita gitu ya. Kalau salah satu kunci yang tadi disampaikan oleh Mr. Syam adalah sering kita pakai bahasa yang kita pelajari itu, maka kita akan semakin baik skillnya begitu. Nah, terkadang kita sering jumpai, mungkin kalau ada yang tidak setuju boleh katakan. Kita menurut Bapak, kita sering menjumpai ada orang yang belajar bahasa Inggris, tapi dikritik. Ngapain sih harus belajar bahasa Inggris? Kita harus mencintai bahasa Indonesia. Ada yang pernah mengungkapkan hal seperti itu kepada teman-teman yang belajar bahasa Inggris? Soalnya waktu itu ada yang menyampaikan, Pak, kita harus belajar bahasa Indonesia, harus mencintai bahasa Indonesia. Ada yang pernah menjumpai, tidak perlu sebut nama. You don't need to mention your name. Mungkin pernah menjumpai dalam keseharian, ada temannya yang mengkritik, mau belajar bahasa Indonesia, ada belajar bahasa Arab, tapi dikritik. Ada kakak, abang? Oke, sepertinya masih sungkan. Jadi sebenarnya itu banyak terjadi dan banyak ditemukan. Dan teman-teman yang biasanya jago bahasa Inggris atau jago dalam bahasa yang lain, kalau ada teman yang baru belajar terus salah ngomong, gitu ya, kayak tadi ada yang diberikan flower, yang diberikan oleh 3 words, flower, 6, and colonel. Itu kalau misalnya salah, itu bisa diketawain. Ya, they bullying us. Like that. Ya, jadi ada yang salah diejek. Nah, itu biasa terjadi. Makanya motivasi kita turun. Dan ternyata tadi alasan dari Mr. Syam motivasinya adalah kita tidak bisa pisahkan antara mother tongue atau bahasa utama kita, bahasa ibu kita. Kalau di sini berarti bahasa Indonesia dan our target language. Jadi kita tetap mempelajari bahasa ibu kita, bahasa Indonesia. Kita harus bagus dulu di bahasa Indonesia, baru kita seimbangkan dengan bahasa asingnya. Di sini kita berbicara topiknya tentang bahasa Inggris, gitu. Jadi kedua-duanya harus balance, gitu. Karena kita mempelajari bahasa bukan hanya bahasanya, but we study about the culture. Tadi Mr. Syam said, we need English to express our culture about Indonesia. Jadi orang-orang itu juga perlu tahu culture-nya orang Indonesia itu seperti apa. Jadi perlu disampaikannya juga dalam bahasa Inggris, gitu. Okay, we will from other question, maybe from Miss Lisa, if you have questions, you can share with us. Or another one from YouTube. Pak Holil, is there questions or chats in YouTube? Miss Lisa, are you listening? We have a good English teacher here, Mr. Syam, Miss Lisa. We've been teaching grade 7 till 9.
Yeah, I teach 7, 8, 9, and 10 standard.
Oh yeah. Oh,
8, 9, and 10.
Very different
Yeah,
experience.
we all followed 10 years. 6 primary school and 4 secondary school, 4 years.
Okay, 10 years.
So I'm in secondary school, so I teach the 14-year, 15-year, and 16-year-old.
Okay, there's a question from chat here.
Okay.
Will you need to learn slangs in English to match with the crowds?
Actually,
Aromation.
some more. Okay, good question. Actually, slang is up to you. Different countries have different modification of English. For example, in Singapore, if you talk to a lot of Singaporeans, we say, whenever we say something, we add a la at the end. You know, this happened la. That's a Singapore expression. So we added quite a lot of things too. So that's Singapore kind of English. But if you go to America, as long as you can understand them, of course there's a slang. Then you try to follow them. Actually, if you stay there for about 1-2 weeks, I think you can get the slang. Okay, so the longer you stay there, you get used to the slang and you can speak in that manner. But basically, you don't need a slang. As long as other people understand you, it should be okay. For us Asians, if we go to America and speak to them, they say we are speaking too fast. It's very hard for them to understand. The way I'm speaking to you now, for them is too fast.
Oh,
Okay, so we need to speak even slower to people in Britain, America. Our pace is very fast. Yeah, but they slang, so they are slower pace. But if you go to Britain, like Scotland, up to today, I can't understand them. The way Scottish speak is very, a lot of slang, it's very hard to catch them. I don't understand Scottish accent. Yeah, so if you listen to people who speak English, Scottish version of English, it's very hard to understand.
right.
So accents play a part. So yeah, you need to know the accent, but you don't have to use the accent. You can be just using a normal accent here.
Normal sense. The point is the listener get point what we talk to them. They get a message. That point.
Yeah, they must get a message, correct? They must understand you.
Yeah, because the challenge one to learn English in Indonesia, they judge us by you can speak English, but your accent just like Japanese, just like Indonesian.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, because you look at people who speak. For example, people in Thailand will speak a certain manner.
Yeah.
Because of the influence of the Thai language, is the way they speak. If you look at Filipinos speak, they also speak English in a different manner. It's because of the way they use Tagalog. So they emphasize certain words, they don't emphasize certain words. Yeah.
Oke, jadi abang-abang, kakak-kakak jangan fokus ke accent-nya dulu, gitu ya. Untuk accent ini dialeknya itu nanti berkelanjutan. Gitu. Jadi yang penting poinnya dalam berbahasa itu ternyata kata Mr. Syam, they get our message, gitu ya. Pesannya itu nyampe. Jadi kita ngomong apa mereka paham, meskipun bahasanya medok, gitu ya. I want to go to Jakarta. Even it's like sounds Japanese, medok gitu ya. Tapi yang penting poinnya dapat tersampaikan dengan baik. Oke. Thank you, Mr. Shams. You help us a lot. We facing many problems in learning English. Yeah.
Good questions. Very good questions.
But if we talk like a personal, maybe like now, how many languages do you speak, Mr. Sham?
How many languages?
Yeah.
I can speak English. I can a little bit of Malay.
Little bit Malay.
Little bit of Mandarin. Little bit
Mandarin.
of. But my own language I know. So my Indian language is Tamil, and I got another Indian language, Malayalam. So about 5 languages. Yeah.
5.
These 2, Malayalam I can speak well. I cannot write. Tamil I can write and speak. English I can write and speak. Malay I can speak a little bit. Chinese very little, but I know some.
You learn it in school or practice?
Malay I learned in school. Yeah, Malay actually when I was young, secondary school there was this thing called national education. So our national language is Malay. So there's a cikgu teaching us Malay.
Okay.
Now no more already. Now they take it out. Now we can learn on our own as a third language, Malay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said you visit Indonesia since 2009. Okay. Do you speak Bahasa also?
Bahasa. It's quite similar to Malay. So yeah, some words can. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe
I think quite similar. Just now, like you say, faham. Yeah.
Paham.
Kerja.
It's
Those
quite
are the words
similar.
I know.
Okay. Okay, there's someone raised hand here. Is Yanti. Okay, please, Yanti.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sham.
Good afternoon.
It's a pleasure to see you. I'm sorry
Nice
if
to see
my English not so good, but
No worries.
there's some question that I like to ask you, and perhaps you could give like, the solution or something.
Okay, I'll try.
Mr. Sham, I am an English teacher, junior high in Tanjung Pinang. I'm teaching in SMP Negeri 3 in Tanjung Pinang.
Okay.
You see, our current curriculum, K13, we call it curriculum 2013. There is no English in elementary school. Tidak ada bahasa Inggris, pelajaran bahasa Inggris di SD. Gitu. And then what we have to deal is that we have to start from zero. So the students are no ability at all. I mean, they like even the simple, most of them, not all of them, most of them who doesn't have like enough money to take course outside the school. The point is we start from zero gitu loh. Jadi kan it makes us difficult to teach like level 12 years old gitu loh. Jadi in your opinion, as an expert, what is the the best solution for us as a teacher, because it makes makes us difficult, especially when we have to deal with curriculum that we have to the standard yang something like that gitu. So what do you think about it? Because in Singapore, even from the kindergarten, they know English. In elementary school, in primary school, they already know a lot of words, vocabulary, and in junior high, we have to deal with sleep, tidur, eat, makan, and it's kind of difficult for the teacher.
Okay.
To that. What do you think about that, Mister? Thank you very much.
Thank you for the question. I understand that. As a teacher, the best age to learn language, of course, is when you're young.
Yeah.
When you're in kindergarten, primary school, that's the best age to acquire a new language. But if the ministry says cannot, then no choice. At the secondary school, I think one of the best ways to engage them is maybe through activities like drama, singing, that kind of activities. You learn faster. If you can write a script for them and they read that, and then the expressions and the reading and the vocab becomes naturally for them, because they learn better through play rather than sit down in the class and then we teach them. So it's difficult. So slowly you have to move the thinking from, because initially the English learners, like now you say, their thinking will be in Bahasa Indonesia, then they convert to English and the mistakes will happen there because it's not the same when you change the sentence. It happened for me in Tamil because when I came to Singapore, I was thinking in the Malayalam language and then I convert to English. So a lot of mistakes there. It will take some time to move from thinking in Bahasa Indonesia to thinking in English and then speaking in English. That will take some time. That is when you become the expert. So that is where we must aim for, but no easy solution. It's from secondary school is not easy.
Not easy.
What makes some of us clueless is sometimes we have to deal with the text, various text. Descriptive, narrative, and so limited vocabulary. That's what we face a lot in the classroom. But maybe inshallah with your tips, your advice through game to song. But yeah, that's what I say. Not every material can be related to that.
Yeah, because I'm dealing with the low progress students, that the students who cannot learn very well. And so these are the things that we do for them. We engage outside people to come and teach them drama. Then they have expression, they must talk certain sentence, then they must have very nice expression, jump up, jump down, and wear some costume. So they'll be very excited. And then the final day, they will take about 4 or 5 weeks to prepare. Then final day, the principal will come to the class and see the presentation. So every group will have one drama. So this one makes the learning easier and faster. That was one of the methods I used. Then songs, of course, English songs, because a lot of students are into songs. TikTok, ask them to do TikTok videos, 10-second to 1 minute video. All these will, as long as you get the students engaged. So you must keep to the times. Now is TikTok and all that, Instagram, that kind of things.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Mr. Sham, for your advice. Hopefully that would be a good solution for me. Thank you very much. Terima kasih, Mr. Toto, Mr. Host, for the opportunity. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Yanti. Ma'am or Miss?
Ma'am.
Ma'am, ya.
Ibu Yanti.
Oke, jadi teman-teman tadi ada guest juga dari guru bahasa Inggris ini dari SMP 3 tadi Bu Yanti ya?
Iya Pak, SMP 3.
Jadi Bu Yanti tadi menyampaikan teman-teman kalau di SD itu, di kurikulum SD itu kan tidak ada bahasa Inggris. Di sini boleh disampaikan apakah dulu waktu di SD ada pelajaran bahasa Inggris khusus, mata pelajaran, bukan les ya, bukan di course atau bimbel gitu. Ada yang belajar bahasa Inggris di SD-nya dulu?
Ada.
Ada. Oke. Dan di kurikulum 2013 sebenarnya memang tidak ada gitu ya untuk mata pelajaran bahasa Inggris itu sendiri. Makanya waktu di SMP bingung gitu. Targetnya tinggi tapi basicnya, pondasinya belum ada. Jadi makanya ditanya apa kita mulai dari zero, kata Mem Yanti tadi, kita mulai dari nol lagi gitu ya. Bahkan teman-teman yang dari pondok belajarnya bahasa Arab, sekali dikenalkan bahasa Inggris juga butuh effort lagi gitu. Beda kalau dikomparasikan dengan di Singapura, tadi Mr. Sham said from kindergarten they learn English gitu. Dari TK, dari SD mereka udah pandai bahasa Inggris. Ini kalau kata teman-teman di Putra, anak-anak Amerika kok umur 3 tahun udah pintar bahasa Inggris gitu ya. Because their second language in Singapore. English is second language. That's why dari umur kecil aja udah pandai bahasa Inggris. Oke, di sini ada Miss Lisa. Kalau ini Miss bukan Mem ya. Miss Lisa, raise hand.
All right. Mr. T, could you hear my?
Okay, yeah.
Can you hear my voice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good afternoon, all. Good afternoon, Mr. Sham and Miss. Siapa Bu Yanti ya tadi ya? Okay. Maybe I can continue Mem Yanti question.
Okay.
Yes, please, ma'am. Please, ma'am. Sis.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please. I'd be happy to hear that.
Yeah, we are in the same classes in 7 and 9 at junior high school. My question is, I know that our student maybe have a rich of vocabularies. Mungkin teman-teman yang di SMP punya cukup banyak kosakata, but how they can keep or memorize their vocabularies and practice in their every life, sir? Because I know that when we can't practice, the vocabularies maybe then forgot about that. Artinya kalau misalnya kosakata itu nggak kita ucapkan setiap hari, maka akan terhilang dengan sendirinya. So, Mr. Sham, any solution or any suggestion for our student in Indonesia, how we can keep our vocabularies?
Yeah, that one, I think we got to dedicate the time. For example, your class lesson, maybe tell them you cannot speak in Bahasa. You have to talk to me in English and use English. So to make them think in the language, I think have to dedicate the time for them to talk and use the language, or write, even write and talk. These are the two important skills they need to retain the vocabulary. So just memorizing the words is no use unless you use it. So you got to put it into as many contexts as possible. So one way you can use is using technology. You can say words starting with something like the word RE, words starting with re. Can you type as many words? So recycle, reconsider, so many words that happen with me. And then you show that thing where all the words appear. Forgot what's the app called. Or you can show in a Padlet. And then as everybody keys in, everybody learns together. So one person might know one or two words, but everybody keys in the word to the Padlet. And so the whole class can see the word and everybody learn even more words. But after learning, you must use it. So for example, recycle. Now you learn the word recycle. How can you make a sentence from recycle? So recycle, I recycle my plastic. I recycle paper bag.
Okay.
Something like that. Make them think and everybody come up with one example. So they will remember better. Then make them write. After speaking, maybe make them write. Okay, write something about the main theme today. Okay, using the words that you learned today. Using the word re, you learned 10 words today, try to put in 5 words into your composition. I think those are the techniques that I can think of.
Okay. How about it, Miss Lisa?
All right. Thank you, Mr. Sham. Hopefully, your solution will we practice and improve in our school. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for the question. Yeah.
Oke, jadi itu tadi yang ditanyakan oleh Miss Lisa, teman-teman, gitu ya. Dan saran yang diberikan oleh Mr. Sham ternyata create a condition. Gitu. Jadi dibuatkan kondisi tertentu supaya abang-abang dan kakak-kakak itu dituntut untuk berbicara bahasa Inggris. Oke, maybe we can conduct it in our teaching process, Miss Lisa. Boleh nanti dipraktekkan ya.
Yep, sure, sir.
Jadi yang
the app is called Word Cloud. I think Mentimeter. Mentimeter. So all the words will appear there.
Yeah. Okay.
Mentimeter.
Mentimeter. Okay, here from Chen. Kak Nayaka will ask you some questions. Okay, please, Kak Nayaka.
Mr. Sham, nowadays I see a lot of Indonesian is judging someone by their wrong grammar when they speak in English. So my question is grammar really important when we speaking or writing in English?
Grammar is important when you're writing in English, yeah. Speaking is still all right, not so bad. But writing, yeah, you need good grammar. So if you're sitting for national exams, they'll penalize you for grammatical errors. Yeah, spelling mistakes, grammatical errors will be penalized. So for writing, grammar and vocabulary and spelling are very, very important. Speaking, although it is important, as long as the other party knows what you are trying to tell them, should be fine. Okay. I hope that helps. Anyway, a lot of English teachers here. Actually, if you want some more help, we could arrange another Zoom meeting with my English department. It can really help you. We really got some experts there.
Okay. Maybe you can give additional.
Yeah. Can reach out. Next time we can do that.
Okay.
Bring in the English head and all that.
Okay. Jadi Kanayaka gimana? You get a point?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Sham.
Okay.
Thank you.
Jadi untuk teman-teman yang lainnya juga gitu ya, yang ditanyakan tadi terkait grammar, penting nggak sih? Penting, sebenarnya penting, tapi tahap pembelajarannya bukan di awal. Jadi level grammar itu sebenarnya udah di atas. Untuk di awal yang penting itu speaking. Biasanya apa fungsinya bahasa itu kan untuk communicate gitu ya. Jadi fungsi kita belajar bahasa supaya kita bisa ngobrol, bisa ngomong, bisa menyampaikan pesan. Just like Mr. Sham experience, itu want to go to market, people talk in English. Want to buy something, people talk in English. Jadi bahasanya harus English gitu. Jadi komunikasi dulu gitu. Nah, grammarnya baru ketika nanti mungkin kakak-kakak atau abang-abang melanjutkan sampai ke jenjang pendidikan lebih tinggi atau dalam membuat karya ilmiah, riset dan sebagainya yang jangkauannya internasional. Nah, itu baru diperhatikan untuk grammaticalnya, grammarnya, structure-nya seperti itu. Oke, tadi Kak Eca masih angkat tangan. Gimana Kak Eca? You still have time? Ya, masih ada waktu Kak, silakan.
I forgot. Oh, wait.
Okay, maybe we can invite some male students. Dari yang cowok nih, kayaknya tadi baru Akyas yang terdengar suaranya. Yang lain mungkin boleh perwakilan kelas 8. From 8 grader. Bang Gibran. Or someone. Farel. Bang Farezi.
Hi.
What is it?
Ya, ada pertanyaan Bang Farezi yang tentang bahasa Inggris yang mau ditanyakan ke Mr. Sham.
I don't have.
You don't have. Okay. Maybe from other teachers watching, Pak Holil mungkin, our master in bahasa. Or Bang Faiga, Bang Fatul. We miss to hear your voice. Bapak ingin dengar suaranya ini. Or Bang Habib, Bang Habib. If you have no question, we will ask you. Yang nggak bertanya nanti coba.
I have another question.
Okay.
Okay.
When you speak English, you usually have some errors, like when you accidentally say your mother language words.
Sorry, who is speaking?
Me, Armaisha.
Armaisha.
Yeah. Yeah, there are errors when I speak because I was doing a video recording for my ministry recently. Then as they were recording, I was reading a script, and there were some English experts behind. Then they were saying they had to re-record because when I was reading, I was not pronouncing a lot of S. Any sentence with S, they can't hear it. So when they record, it doesn't come out right. So of course, I was not aware until they told me that. So there will be errors. There'll be errors. So now I'm more conscious of that. So whenever there's any letter S at the end, I will put some extra emphasis so people will understand. Because oftentimes we don't listen to what we are talking about. We don't process it. So there might be errors. So what we talk and what others hear, there might be a difference. So we need to be aware of that also. Yeah. So yeah, there'll be errors. There's no such thing as you're expert and no errors, no such thing.
Okay, Kak Rumaisa.
Yes, thank you. So maybe you can translate the words in your mind and the words can't come out. How do you deal with that?
Okay, I use the word closest English word that I can think of, because sometimes the exact translation won't be there. Yeah, it happened a few times when I know the word in my Indian language, but more often for me is the other way around. I know the word in English, but I don't know the word in the Indian language. Because I use English so frequently, it is my own mother tongue that I'm not sure. So there's a lot of times when I know the word in English, but I don't know what's the word in mother tongue. So I have to tell them in English word. But since they understand, it's okay.
Okay, the point they understand the point.
So when I talk Indian Tamil or Malayalam, I will have English word inside that Indian language. Because I don't know how to translate it, some of the words.
Yes, I usually also do things like that. So thank you, Mr. Cham.
Thank you.
Okay, no questions from male students?
Pak Gibran mau tanya, Pak.
Okay, please, Bang Gibran.
Okay, Mr. Sham, I have a question. The question is how to learn pronounce some difficult words in English.
Okay. I think now one of the easiest thing you have is the Google Translator. If you can key into the Google Translator, I think the pronunciation will be there given to you. If not, you can ask your teachers. I think they'll be the best help, or your parents even. Your parents might know the word. So you can ask your parents. Even some of your friends might know it. Your friends, teachers, Google Translator. I think the easiest is Google Translator. You just, if you know the spelling key into the phone, just go to Google Translate, English, and pronunciation, it will pronounce for you. You can even change to your Indonesian, so it will tell you. Yeah, Google Translator can translate, and it also pronounces the word.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shams.
Thank you.
Oke, Bang Gibran. Itu ya, jadi keywordnya, jadi sekarang teknologi sudah sangat berkembang. So, mirip dari Google Translate sudah bisa digunakan, itu bisa kita dengarkan native-nya, how do they pronounce the word. Jadi seperti apa di-pronounce-nya kita ikuti. Cuma terkendalanya mungkin accent, gitu ya, sulitnya di accent. Jadi dialeknya untuk mengikuti gayanya mereka itu yang sulit. Jadi it's okay, tadi yang dikatakan nggak masalah. Yang penting they get a message. Pesannya nyampe, bisa disampaikan ke orang si pendengarnya dan mereka paham apa yang kita bicarakan. Okay, it's already 17:18 here in Indonesia. How about in Singapore, Mr. Syam?
1 hour behind.
1 hour behind. Okay. There's no more question from the audience. I think just still here our Zoom meeting for this time. Maybe we can meet in different opportunities, Mr. Sam. We can visit again in our school, maybe in junior high school or in elementary school. From what? Bukit Batok ya? Bukit
Batok.
Okay. I've been here from 2019. What last time?
I can't remember. It's quite long already. It's not last I came is 2019, correct?
2019.
2019, yeah, last time I came to Green School. Then these 2 years cannot come. In fact, 2019, we wanted to invite a Green School over with Pak Isan, and couldn't make it. Like April shut down.
Inshallah, next time we'll
meet. Hopefully can come.
can visit, or maybe from the Green we can come to Bukit Batok.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
We wanted about 5 students to come over with your teacher.
Okay, inshallah. Okay, that's all, Mr. Sham. Thanks a lot for your time, and
thank you for
sorry
inviting
for
me.
some uncomfortable in welcoming, maybe some connection or some words that you can not understand. Jadi kalau ada bahasa-bahasa yang sulit, mungkin tadi mohon maaf yang kurang dipahami. That's our weakness, itu kelemahan kami sebagai pembelajar bahasa Inggris. As a new English learners in a country with English as a foreign language, different in Singapore with English as second language. Ya, kalau di Singapura bahasa Inggris itu bahasa yang kedua gitu. Jadi biasa digunakan dalam bahasa keseharian. Their daily language use English. Of course, they can speak English fluently. Okay. Next time we hope we can meet directly, not by Zoom, not in online but offline. We can make face to face, and we can take more experience from you, Mr. Sham.
Yeah, welcome to my classes and all. You can see how our classes. We have seen your classes.
Amen.
My classes.
Okay. Yes, now, okay, everybody can active your microphone and say thanks to Mr. Sham.
Thank you, people. Thank you for inviting me. Do come over to Singapore.
Thank you, Mr. Sham.
Thank you, Mr. Sham. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Sham.
Sham.
Thank you, Mr. Shah.
Thank
It's
you.
the next
Take care.
opportunity, and
Thank you,
let's
Mr.
close
Sham.
by doa kafaratul majlis.
Subhanakallahumma bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik.
So from me, as your moderator for this seminar, close. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, see you, Mr. Sham.
See you. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Have a good day too.
You too. Take care. Bye.
Have a good day. Okay, everyone, don't forget to fill the attendance list. Jangan lupa isi daftar hadirnya.